When I was 16 years old, I was getting straight A's at my fancy college prep school and feeling great about all the possibilities ahead of me. So one day, I walked into the office of my high school guidance counselor, and I told him about all the exciting plans that were coming together in my mind. I want to move to the great city of Chicago, where my brother is living, and start a whole new life. I want to go to Northwestern University and build on my strengths in something like biology or piano or psychology. The guidance counselor was this quirky older white gentleman. In response, he looked directly at me and said, "Well, it's a nice plan, a great school, but it costs a lot of money, and they don't let a lot of people in." And that was pretty much the end of the conversation. It stuck with me, and I would think about it from time to time over the years. How could that interaction or others like it really affect someone, especially if they don't have a lot of other support in their life? I walked out of that office knowing I had a lot of other support in my life. I put the conversation to the side and kept moving forward. But it stuck with me. Eventually, I found myself fixated with studying the lives and life paths of young people. And in this work, the problem I've come to recognize is that people are constantly made to feel smaller than they might otherwise become by the people and the systems around them. My colleagues and I have been conducting experiments for the past 15 years, testing how messages that open possibilities can change people's lives by expanding their identities, rather than shrinking them. When I say identities, I mean all of the ideas that you have about who you are or who you might be. This includes the groups that feel really core to who you are, which we call social identity. Like your family, your race, your ethnicity, your economic status. These messages can either shrink your identities and make you feel smaller, or they can expand your identities to bring more possibilities within reach for you to then work towards. Let's imagine together a specific 11-year-old kid named Reggie. He sees himself becoming an architect, designing homes all over the world. But he starts to learn about the barriers in his way. Our experiments show that messages about need-based financial aid can change Reggie's perspective and increase his likelihood of seeing himself as an architect by 30%. Messages about social identity and the strengths that come with it can boost Reggie's self-esteem and persistence, leading to higher grades and a better chance.